free, the bright stars are your eyes. Your beauty is endless before me.
Oh, you are the song ever singing in me,
And you are the heart ever true. For you are my land, and you always will be the voice ever calling me home to you. When times we are far from your forests and streams, when sailing from your shining water,
we carry your hopes, your spirit, your dreams in the heart of your sons and your daughters.
you are the song ever singing in me, and you are the heart ever true. For you are my land, and you always will be the voice ever calling me home to you.
500 million years ago, as the planet Earth evolved and developed, a fledgling new island appears on the edge of a new continental shelf. Isolated and alone, she gradually acquires her own identity. Like the rest of the world, she is uninhabitable. The island of Ireland is born. Out of the mists of time they came, the folk of the goddess Danu, the Tua de Danann, a race of three classes: chieftains, gods, and the gifted people, the Druids. But soon would arrive a tribe from Europe who would give Ireland its unique characteristics, a race of chieftains and warriors, the Celts. Through the centuries, the island of Ireland would become a highly prized land in the eyes of foreign invaders. From the Viking warlords of the 8th century to the Danes, the Normans and others. But it was the Anglo-Norman invaders who would make an indelible mark on the County Kilkenny area. Burnchurch Castle was built by the Fitzgeralds, or Barons, descendants of Maurice Fitzgerald, one of the first Anglo-Norman invaders into Ireland. Doonfart, the fort of the Grave Mount.
Oh shit. How do I get up here? You more Yorks put in front. Anyway. Oh, sorry, Mike. They're after sending me out to warm ye up. They tells me he has to do a bit of a sing-song later on. Right, so we'll divide you up into two groups. Now, from up along here. Oh, yes. Oh. Down as far as Frank Minogue and M. McHugh. Right. Now, we want you to sing Oh, Nelly, 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 oh. Oh, Nelly, 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 oh. Ah, come, no, not ye. This crowd here. Come on, he can do better than that. I'm never drinking me. Oh, Nelly, Nelly, oh. You know, I tried the other crowd. Oh, yes. I'm doing me best. I'm doing me best. No, that was group. We'll go over here now. And this year group B from Father Dan and Father Joseph up and down to Martin Twining and across to Tom Kennedy and Mick Kennedy up in the bottom of the corner. Now, right, we go. You've to sing diddly-a-dee daddy, diddly-a-dee daddy, diddly-o. No, you're out of chaos here. Diddly-a-dee daddy, diddly-a-dee-dee. I hear. I've enough of it. You know what you can do now? The whole lot of you. You can all forget it. What do you mean?
Molly dear, now did you hear the news that's going round? Down in the corner of my heart, a love that's what I found. Every time I look into your Irish eyes so blue, it seems to whisper, darling boy, my love is all for you. Oh, Molly, my Irish Molly, my sweet Acushna dear, I'm very of my trolley, my Irish Molly, when you are near. Springtime, you know it's springtime. Come dear, now don't be slow. Change your name, won't be game, Begorra, and I'll do the same, my Irish Molly, oh.
Tell me now when I go home, the boys won't leave the girls alone. Pull my hair and stow my comb, that's alright till I go home. She's handsome, she's pretty, she's the belle of Belfast City. She's courting 1, 2, 3, please won't you tell me who is she?
Very well, my only Dinah, 1,000 times adieu. For we're going away to the holy ground and the girls that we love true. We have sailed the salt seas over and then return for shore to see again the girls we love and the holy ground once more. Oh, God's grace got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high. Some sing out loud and some just clap their hands. All's ringing out.
Hitting the bass at the one and the bottom of the book front rows and the hippopotamus moans and groans and the big to do and the old countess goes through.
splooge is going on here at all. No, man. Look at the state of the dressing room, huh? Wouldn't you think they'd clean up a bit after themselves? Look, bottles and shoes, you could have a jumble sale. God almighty, there's nothing worse I hate than the dirty dressing room than just having to clean it. You think they'd clean up after their stuff or pick up an old thing? No. Everything has to be done for them. Like children they are, the whole lot of them. Children, you spend the first 2 years telling them, teaching them to talk and walk. Then you spend the next 16 years telling them to sit down and to shut up. Too soft they are. And they're the same out in the hurling field too, so they are. Too soft altogether. God, I remember years ago when I was hurling with Danesfort. God, we were a tough bunch. I broke more bones and ribs and fingers and ankles. And I even got injured myself once or twice. We were... I remember of an evening down below on the bridge we were hurling skiach. And the ball was after going wide. And we were pulling and tearing and dragging for 20 minutes before we realised the ball was poked out again. Anyway. God, there's a woeful crowd ye in here tonight. Well, great to see ye. You could be at home for yourself watching the ads on the television at Coronation Street. But you're out here, fair play to ye. God almighty, I'd say they're all in tonight, the whole lot of them. And I'd say, would you believe it, lads, we're 100 years old this year. We're here 100 years. No, not us now. The club, I mean. Well, anyway, look. On behalf of the grounds committee of myself and Sean Booth and myself and John Cooney and myself and the two twins, John and Peter Davis and myself, Pat Neal and myself, and Paul Dundahoe and myself, I'd like to welcome each and every single one of ye here tonight. Now, I go down and do that now. You're welcome. 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 Oh, listen, you're all welcome. I'll tell you, it's great to see so many of you here tonight. I'll tell you, there be the looks of Blondie Nail up there at the top. I'd say he was there for the first puck, Blondie. The years haven't been good to you, Blondie. The years haven't been good to you. Who else do I see along there? Oh, jeez, Tommy Marnell. Wait till I go up to Tommy. Mind yourself there, young one. Tommy, how you keeping it all? Oh, jeez, Susan, how you keeping? I didn't see you this long time. Ursula, the Roots, a lovely job, and the Roots, Ursula. Fair play to you, dog, lovely. Susan, I saw you coming in there, and you were hopping and hobbling along there. Those cordons are at you again, are they? Divils a yoke, Susan, divils a yokes. But you know what it is there? Dr. Cassidy is below there. So he is. And he has the medical bag with him, and he'd pair him off at the interval there. He'll do a grand. Do you see Dr. Cassidy below there on the piano? Dr. Cassidy, give her a wave there.
Hello, everybody.
Now, you see him down there on the piano? Just make sure that when he's charging you, he's not on the fiddle. Tommy Marnell, how are you keeping the top? I remember you well, hurling, so I do. Full forward you were, wasn't you? Good man, full forward. You were a great lad altogether. But I'll tell you one thing, Tommy, the hurling was always hard on you. It was always hard. You poor old creator. I remember watching you down below on the field, and you're trying to hit the ball, and if you put it where you could see it, you couldn't hit it. And if you put it where you could hit it, you couldn't see it. Oh, sure, God Almighty. God loves a tire anyway, so he does. Fair play to you, Tommy. You're a great man altogether. What else do I see out there? You needn't be looking at your watch, Buddy, at all. You needn't be looking at your watch at all, Buddy. I had you copped. So I did. God, I'll tell you one thing. Okay, you were another good one, so you were. But you weren't too fast. What's this they used to say? You'd have to go down to the car park to turn around. So you would. What's this they used to say about you? What's this to say? He wouldn't go well on soft ground. But listen, Buddy, you talk the ears off a chair, so you would. So listen, I better go down here. I have to gather up that net and clean up that dressing room and a few more yolks. You can come over to Toby's after and buy me a pint. Good man. Now, see, now, look at the state of this place here. Gather up this net now and line the pitch, and that'll be it all then. Now, let me see now.
Jesus, Dan, you frightened the sugar out of me.
What are you doing here at all?
Sure, I'm looking for somewhere to plug in the hairdryer.
Hairdryer, huh? A hairdryer, if you don't mind.
Sure. Did you see any sign of me, Hugo Boss?
Hugo Boss? There's no one in this club be the name of Hugo Boss. He's not a member.
Ah, no, Hugo Boss, me aftershave.
Aftershave, huh? Aftershave. And what's wrong with a dollop of tractor oil to give you a good manly smell?
Sure, I'm off to a disco in town later and I want to be at my best.
And what are you doing? Sure, what are you doing here in this club then?
Sure, I told you, I'm off to a disco and I popped in for a shower. Just a quick one.
You did you?
I did.
But you don't even hurl with us.
No, but sure, me mother says a hot bath costs too much and there's no hot water in the rugby club.
The rugby club. The rugby club, he says, huh? 'Tis at times like this that I wish they still had the ban on foreign sports. Get out of there, you whippersnapper! Get out of it! Get out of it! Don't ever come back here again! Get out of it!
By 1916, the call for freedom was growing louder throughout the country. Pearse, MacDonagh and Connolly, with full knowledge that they were engaged in a suicide mission, marched up Sackville Street, halted in front of the post office, and barricaded themselves in. And they raised a flag that had never been seen before, a tricolour of green, white and orange.
Agus a banana héirn. In anam J agus go lúnta na marabhón ó bhí sin a sean tradiisiún mar náisiún. Tá éire, trí ná ag garam a cluine, chun an brátí agus ag búlá bhuilá a sun a saoirse. Irish men and Irish women, in the name of God and of the dead, generations from which she receives her old tradition of nationhood, Ireland, through us, summons her children to her flag and strikes for her freedom.
We declare the right of the people of Ireland to the ownership of Ireland.
It is time to throw off the mantle of foreign government and to claim our birthright as free rulers of our nation's destiny.
Win. All right.
rang mournfully and clear. For those who died that Easter tide in the springing of the year, while the world did gaze with deep amaze at those fearless men, but few who bore the fight that freedom's light might shine through the foggy dew. Thank you.
On the 19th of January 1919, a small number of IRA members shot 2 Royal Irish Constabulary members at Solohead Beg in Tipperary. Thus began the War of Independence. But the price of freedom from our oppressors came at a mighty cost, with bitter division among Republicans, which culminated in civil war, pitching neighbour against neighbour, brother against brother. And it was against such a background that history was made in the parish of Danesfort in 1922. Despite the divisions that existed, 4 men were determined to unite the community. John Dowling, pro-treaty, Tim Hennessy, who was anti-treaty, Martin Murphy, and Joe Wall.
So, Tim, any news on Big Lad?
Not good, not good. He won't play if Cody's playing.
Is he that bullheaded about it?
He thinks it was Cody that reported him. Got him pulled up in front of the IRA court.
Right. Anyway, how about Tim Gaffney?
Which is a different story there altogether. Couldn't get out of the house quick enough. Delighted to sign up. He's mad for odd. So he is. But, yeah, no, he's going to do it, no bother.
Sorry, I'm late there, lads.
well,
Got
Joe.
held up at the front.
Right, we're only going through the names. Will you have a cup of tea?
No, you're all right, thanks.
All right. Any luck with you, Martin?
Well, you'll have myself and Eddie for starters. And the 2 Burks and the Ballydale Murphys will surely play. Psyche Kelly is still kind of humming and hawing about it, but in the end, I'd say he'll be there as well. You know, with all these travel restrictions at the moment, some of the lads are wondering about the pitch.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I was abroad in the Mauler Gormans the other night.
I'd say you were.
Wouldn't be like
I
it.
was having a few large
I'd
bottles.
say you were too.
And I got chatting to Mick anyway. And he said we can use the field at the back of the pub.
All right.
So Hurlan.
Cheers, the Mauler will be some addition to that full back line. I heard that he played for 7 Houses against St. Reeks from town there the other day. Playing full back, and he was marking this slight little young fella who slipped in for a goal. When he was on the way back out, the Mauler hit him a shot and said, "If you go in there again, I'll hang your lungs off that crossbar." I tell you, the young lad took his advice.
That sounds like the Mauler, all right.
Well, the way the Mauler put it to me anyway, himself and a few of the 7 Houses boys will hurl with us, provided a few of us kick football with them.
Not so bad.
And on top of that, we can use the field for training too.
Cheers, that's brilliant.
How'd you pull that off? You should have been on the treaty negotiations.
I don't know, Joe. It wasn't all plain sailing. Dixie Marlowe only play with anti-treaty players.
Huh? I hear now. Forget about that, like. If we go down the pro and anti-treaty route, lads, we're going to have no team at all.
He's right.
Jesus, Tim. They're split everywhere. Burnchurch, Ballada, Ballymac. They're all over the place with their allegiances.
Forget about the politics. We have to change the attitude and let the boys know that it's all about the game. Isn't that right, Wall?
Ah, you're right, Tim, and that's the way we should keep it. And by the way, lads, I made inquiries about jerseys there the other day. John Moylan's father said he'll pay for our first set. But there's one condition, lads.
What's this?
They have to be black and amber.
Hey!
And thus it was how one common goal would unite both sides to form the club that would adopt the same black and amber colours as the Kilkenny team. Danesfort, a club proud of its origins, proud of its history and proud of its people. 100 years of joys and disappointments through our love of our ancient game, hurling and camogie.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. I can't stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be.
Are we ready?
Good evening, Croke Park. I said, good evening, Croke Park.
What do you mean, Croke Park? Sure, this is Ballykeefe.
I always wanted to play Croke Park.
I know, that's Sunday. This is Friday.
Lads, will you two Egypts start playing a bit of music for Act 2, please?
Okay, on the cats.
Tim Finnegan lived in Walton Street, a gentle Irishman, mighty young. He had a terrible road, so rich and sweet, and to rise in the world he carried a hut. He had a sort of a tippler's way. With the love for the liquor, poor Tim was born to help him on his way each morning. And was in the crater every morn. Whack full of down, dance with your partner, round the floor, your trotters shake. Wasn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun down Finnegan's way. One morning Tim was rather full, his head felt heavy, which made him shake. He fell off the ladder and he broke his skull, and they carried him home, his corpse to wake. They rolled him up in a nice clean sheet, laid him out upon the throat, and rubbed at his feet, and they barreled a porter at his head.
And whack full of now when you dance to your partner, when the floor your trotters shake. Wasn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Way.
His friends assembled at the wake, and Mrs. Finnegan called for lunch. Well, first she brought him tea and cake, then pints, tobacco and brandy punch. Well, Biddy O'Brien began to cry, such a nice clean corpse did you ever see? Well, morning, why did you die, or I held your gob, says Paddy McGee.
And whack full of down when you dance to your partner, when the floor your trotters shake. Wasn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Way.
Then Mickey Maloney raised his head when a bottle of Jameson flew at him. It missed and falling on the bed, the liquor sprawled upon Tim. Tim revives, see how he rises, Timothy rising from the bed. Scatter your whiskey round like blazes, thunder and jazz, you'll think I was dead. And whack full of down when you dance to your partner, when the floor your trotters shake. Wasn't it the truth? I tell you, lots of fun at Finnegan's Way. How is your old one, Game Paul? I'm gonna sing the chorus on this one with us. Mary's Wedding. Step wiggly on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm we'll row and row, all for Mary's wedding. I'll will way up and down, Myrtle, Freeland, back and ground, towards the Shelly to the town, all for sake of Mary. Let's hear ya. Try it. Wiggly on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm we'll row and row, all for Mary's wedding. Ribs as roses are, brighter bright as any star, fairest of them all by far, it's our darling Mary. Step wiggly on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm we'll row and row, all for Mary's wedding. Plenty herring, plenty meal, plenty meat to fill her creel, plenty bonny birds as well, also good to Mary. Step wiggly on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm we'll row and row, all for Mary's wedding. One more time. Step wiggly on we go, heel for heel and toe for toe, arm in arm we'll row and row, all for Mary's wedding. See you all at Crow Park.
Are you ready for the party? Are you ready to have fun? Let's hear you.
Since its foundation in Hayes' Hotel, Thurles, in 1884, the GAA has played an influential role in Irish society that extends far beyond the basic aim of promoting Gaelic games. The association today promotes hurling, football, handball, and with its sister organisations, ladies football and camogie, together with the Irish language, music, song, and dance. And Danesfort has a strong and proud tradition of promoting our finest exponents of traditional Irish dancing.
Me costumes embroidered in very good taste. My hair it is combed and my shoes they are laced. Rigor mortis sits in on my neck to my toes when I think about Irish dancing. Me dancing, it's true, it's not great to view. Sure it looks like I'm trying to go to the loo. The judge from the fest said I hadn't a clue, so I think I'll give up Irish dancing.
I'm very nervous. When you're dancing Irish style, you must never ever smile. Oh, for enjoyment there's no place, so keep a blank expression on your poker face. Hair in ringlets is a must. Real Irish dancers have no bust. It remains mysterious, but then again the fashion's bloody serious.
With the medals on me chest and me heavy woolen vest, sure I'm absolutely knackered by the time I'm halfway through. With the fiddles and the flutes and these bloody hobnail boots, sure I'm a hopping and a leaping like a kangaroo. But with one slip of the shoe, sure me legs are black and blue. And if I really had a mind, sure I'd kick me own behind. Then me knicker starts to itch, and me face it starts to twitch. So instead, I'll take a bally if you're so inclined.
Accorda, file to riv galéir an ucht, chuig an ócád starúil agus speisiúil seo. Is Mr. Sheamus O'Tierney, Cahirlach an Cumann Luachlas Gael dún farta. Tá súla gom go bhfuil sibh galéir ag bhain súlt as an show. On behalf of Danesfort GAA and Camogie Club, I welcome you all here tonight to this special, unique and historical occasion. I am Jim Tierney, the chairman of Danesfort GAA Club. I hope you're all enjoying the show so far. It's a huge honour for me to be chairman of Danesfort GAA Club as we celebrate 100 years of Cumann Luachlas Gael in our parish and in our community. in this unique venue in our neighbouring parish in Graigue-Ballycallan, overlooking their former grounds in Shipton. Special thanks to Teddy Marnell and Seamus Burke, two of our own from Cuffs Grange, for their warm welcome here, and also to the rest of the Ballykeefe Amphitheatre crew. The GAA instills so much culture and traditions of Irish life in us all every day. As we celebrate our 100 years, we look back on all the great people that helped to make this happen for us. The GAA has always helped to bring our community together. From Kells Grange to Cuffs Grange, from Snow Hill to Church Hill, from Old Town to Sheestown, from Ballymac to Burnchurch to Ballyda, from Rathclough to the racecourse, from Rylands to Ra, from Goose Park to Pigeon Park, and further afield from Lismore to Ballycastle, Boherlahan to Ballon, 6 Mile Bridge to Rathnewer, and Westport to Castle Mitchells at Athy for Breed O'Neill. And to everyone from everywhere else in between that's come into our club over the last 100 years and played their part to make us the great club we are today. Our club has always forged strong links with other GAA clubs around the country, from Newcestown in West Cork to our most recent visit to Slough-Neil in Derry. We have all joined together for the crest on our chest on Common Luke Lascoil Doonfarta. To our sponsors, performers, cast and all those who have spent countless hours and worked so hard to make this unique occasion a reality, thank you very much. A special thank you to Don O'Connor for making all this happen. Thank you all so much. Gur Míle Maith.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very special guest for this evening, Shabelle.
Hello, everyone. What an absolute pleasure to be here. Thanks so much for having me. And it's an honour to be able to celebrate with you tonight. What an amazing show so far. Well done, guys. Are you having fun? Yeah? I feel like this show has absolutely everything. You've got acting, comedy, dancers, singers, musicians. Give them another round of applause there. All right, we're going to start off with a song called Mrán a Héireann. So I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, ban Yaden, Hefron al Shaitan, is Mohleno. Oh, ban Yaden, Spaven Elehe, more. Shinnim tail, Tauban Yaden, Snyar Farlebo, Misheglim no, Nulagagre, is more for you.
All right, I got the approval from my Uncle Shahrun, so I think that went well.
She doesn't need that.
I have to admit, I picked up a hurl once in my life, and I had to put it right back down again because I had absolutely no talent. But I'm happy to see that my younger cousins somehow figured that out. We're going to go on now and pick it up a little bit, and we're going to do a song called Dreams. Sing along. Different way to be. No, I've loads of great memories of being here. I've been visiting here. I'm from County Meath, but I've been visiting my family here in Kilkenny for years and years, and I have so many memories of my uncle Shahroon trying to scare me, saying that there was a cranky old man in Burnchurch Castle. It was called Jack O'Malley, who was going to throw rocks at me if I wasn't behaving. So, Irritation lots of Cormac. Do you say that to you? No, you're lucky. Anyways, I decided to come back anyways.
And she's supporting Kilkenny, I should say, on Sunday.
So we're going to go on to another lively song, and lots of people here in the front row that could get up and dance. So clap along, dance along, do whatever you want to do. My cousin Anna is going to jazz this one up for us, so this is Cúnla. Come on lads, get up and dance. So that was my cousin Anna jazzing it up on the keys, my uncle Shahroon, Tony Woodcock on the guitar, Robbie O'Keefe on the drums there.
Sibyl, we have a bass player as well.
Oh, we do? We have a bass player over there as well, Rory O'Costa on the bass. And I have to mention my lovely cousin Saib, who sang that gorgeous song earlier as well. And I won't leave out Alva on the fiddle, and I won't leave out Cormac. We're going to move on to a song that you probably all know as well. I recorded this song as a part of the Ceol Ghavílis Hochtig CD in honour of Dolores O'Riordan, who passed. So this is an Irish-English version of Linger, and please sing along.
Dar goman is dar nov Kin fogruk tu grimer lov Vil känner gad sov När vi mot leit gälle You're on a curry gale But I'm in so deep You know I'm such a fool for you You've got me wrapped around your finger Oh, I thought the world of you I thought nothing could go wrong But I was wrong I was wrong Aber lat kafir Aidi asmner Yeni god that's half the tear Doing brand new sheer Ik took my dues Naar a web it if I could But it's so deep You know I'm such a fool for you You've got me wrapped around your finger Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to, do you have to, do you have to let it linger? But I'm in so deep You know I'm such a fool for you You've got me wrapped around your finger Why, oh why Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to, do you have to, do you have to let it linger? You know I'm such a fool for you Got me wrapped around your finger Why, oh why Do you have to let it linger? Do you have to, do you have to, do you have to let it linger?
Thank you so much, Ramila Maggie. All right, we're at my last song, but plenty more music to come after me. Just again, thank you so much for having me here. It's an absolute honour to celebrate with all of you. We're going to end with a song called Misha Era, and I'll see you all later. Mila Magi.
Let's hear it for Cheval. Come on.
In 1930, Danesfort made history when they won the Kilkenny Junior Championship for the first time by defeating Crow-Raddy in the final. The following year, in 1931, they went one step further by defeating Slieve in the county intermediate final. On that glorious day in 1931, little could anyone associated with Danesfort have imagined that 75 years would pass before the club would once more experience success. In those intervening years, Danesfort would experience many highs and lows, happiness and sadness. Exceptional hurlers would wear the black and amber without achieving their ultimate dream. Danesfort has come agonisingly close to adding to their trophy haul. But one individual will forever be remembered for his exploits in an incredible final back in 1968. Noel Muldowney was the man who scored the winning goal.
When I was a young lad, maybe 3 or 4, I longed to wear the black and amber and go hurling for Danesfort. But great hurlers, they are born not made, and I think I left it late. You see, I didn't get a hurley till I was 28. Still off to training I would go to practice all the drills. I was handy at the running, but useless at the skills. I turned up for the county final, and I tugged out with all the rest. The players all got jerseys. I just wore me vest. Now, we played with the wind in the first half, while the boys from the Glen, well, they played with the ball. So, while we played with the wind, and they played with the ball, the Glen boys scored 2-7, and we scored very little. The second half was better. We made a great comeback. With 5 minutes left to play, we had them on the rack. Our boys leading by 2 points, and the time was nearly up. Our captain, he was thinking, soon he'd raise that cup. Our substitutes out on the line, already celebrating, but not me. Oh no, I was still there waiting that I should get the call, and I could play my part in the greatest game of all. Then, our number 12 got injured. A bad blow to the knee. The manager looked on the bench. No one there but me. He scratched his head. His options there were few. The selector said, sure, bring on Muldowney. Sure, what harm would he do? If only then that poor selector knew. Well, I jumped sprightly from the bench, and I was feeling tough. I threw me helmet on the ground. Me head was hard enough. I slipped the referee my note. Up forward I did go, and gave the corner back a dig. 'Twas just to say hello. Now, we had a good full forward. We called him Stoney Burke. He said, you just pass the ball to me, and I'll do all the work. Stick to your man and keep him at bay. And other than that, stay out of me way. No sooner had he those words spoken than the first ball came my way. I fixed my gaze upon it, and I began to pray. The corner back stuck up his hand, but I just stood me ground. He had 5 fingers going up, not as many coming down. Well, I took the ball upon the hurl, and towards the goal I sped. And sure, if I did, Stoney Burke's words re-echoed in my head. I slipped him out the ball. He's standing by my side. He stood in front of the open goal. The Egypt drove it wide. Well, I resolved both there and then, and swore that come what may, I'd take the next one on myself, if one should come my way. The puck out was quickly taken. It reached our halfway line. It was grabbed there by our midfield man. I called him number 9. Another high ball raining down, and I went up once more. This time the back was ready. His fingers still quite sore. Well, I was about 2 feet in the air when he gave the dirty pull. And before I ever reached the ground, he'd opened up me skull. The medics gathered round me, says the physio to me. How many fingers have I up? Is it 1 or 2 or 3? Well, I looked at him with 2 bleary eyes, just glad to be alive. Says I, repeat the question. Or is the answer 5? 'Twas then I fell unconscious, and the ref was heard to say, get this fella off the field. There's a minute left to play. I was loaded on a stretcher, and my journey off begun to the ambulance that was waiting down at our own 21. We had reached it very nearly, and all would soon be well, when a handle on the stretcher broke, and to the ground I fell. Another bad blow to the head, my 2 eyes they opened wide, and by was I surprised to see the schlitter by my side. Well, I took the ball upon my hurl and I raced towards the goal. The supporters were all screaming. I thought they were saying, go on, Noel. Well, I was 5 yards out when my own full back I met, as I unleashed a rasper into my own goal net. The referee blew the whistle, the Glen boys won the game. And I realised what I had done. I hung my head in shame. I sneaked into the dressing room. Me face with blood was plastered. The manager came in and said, Muldowney, you stupid boy. But I'll still be remembered, though I did this awful deed. And when I'm 6 foot under, my epitaph will read. Beneath this slab, Noel Muldowney is laid. For the Danesfort team, one time he played. In the county final of '68, he scored the winning goal. May the Lord have mercy on his soul.
Finally, the ultimate prize was attained. Danesfort completed a mammoth season in 2006-2007 by capturing the Kilkenny Junior Hurling Championship, Leinster Junior Club Hurling Championship, and All-Ireland Junior Club Hurling Championship, defeating Clooney Gales of Antrim 216 to 2-8 in the final in Croke Park.
Mr. Martin! Fáilte, raibh gacéine a ghuine úsla a card gael. Fáilte, chuig an chlár speisialta, an ócáid speisialta seo anocht. Welcome to this special commemorative edition of the Friday Game. The Friday Game. I'm Marty. I'm not here to party. I'm here to interview someone. This great club has invited me down, Danesfort, and they've been more than generous. We've been here, Seamus and I, he's our sound man, for the last 10 days actually. And anything like the courtesy, the kindness, the generosity, the spirit of welcome has been phenomenal. I've had the best 10 days of my life. I've eaten the best, I've drunk the best. And I couldn't stop people just dragging me into their houses. Now, it was mostly the Manana here, Mana Danesfort. I don't know why. They kept dragging me into their houses, throwing me the best of food and drink and everything else. Actually, some of them actually threw their husbands out for the week and gave me the warmest of welcomes. So I'm grateful to them. But I'm not here to talk about myself. Far from it. I'm here to talk about a legend of Danesfort hurling. This gentleman, would you believe it, as mentioned earlier on, he played in the 1931 county final. But he also, I kid you not, he played in the 2006 final also. This is a phenomenon. You may not have heard of him. As a matter of fact, before I came down here this evening, I had never heard of him either. So he's a bit of a mystery man, but we'll call him a legend. Maybe the word legend is just too small a word for a man of his stature. He's now living in Australia. He has a very big dairy farm over there. But he still manages every Sunday to line out for his team, his hurling team. He plays in goal for the Adelaide Gaels Junior F side. Believe that. The Adelaide Gaels Junior F side. So we're going to meet this man. His name should be on everybody's lips, but it isn't, is Teddy Murphy. And we're going to try and get a connection now. And first of all, Seamus is the sound guy. Seamus, yeah, what is it? Yeah. Well, there's a little delay on the line. Is there, yeah? Have we video of Teddy? Not yet. Is he there? Is he coming? Have we video? Have you a little glitch? Oh, there you go. There's Teddy. Sorry, Seamus, what was that again? A little delay on the line. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, there's a little gap, is there, between my questions and Teddy's answers, is that it? Oh, yeah, that's fine. No, we manage that. That's okay. Thanks, Seamus. No, you're grand. Thanks again. Bye-bye. Lovely. Well, good morning from Danesfort, Teddy. And may I say, how well you're looking. Teddy, I know you like to keep up with all matters GAA, local and county and club and everything else. Tell me, are you still getting the Kilkenny people?
Thanks, Sir Marty. Thank you.
By the way, I should begin by congratulating you, Teddy, on your recent fifth marriage to Olivia.
I used to get it regularly years ago. But I had to rely on the internet for a few years. But I get it every Monday morning now.
Okay. I believe I've heard you've actually come into the possession recently of a greyhound.
Oh yeah, she's 83 years old, but she's able to get around on a Zimmer frame.
Now, look, I was watching TV last week and I was gobsmacked. I just couldn't believe my eyes. I saw you on the screen, full colour, in the company of an Australian girl, a very famous Australian girl, a singer, an actress, a dancer, none other than Kylie Minogue. And I said, wow, how do you do that? So
I'm going to ask you now, Teddy, what is Kylie Minogue really like? What's she like?
She has distemper at the moment, but she's still able to run 18 metres in a second. But then she has powerful legs, and she's well trained, and she's very clean and tidy around the house.
Okay, Teddy. Okay. Listen, you're on this fantastic, vast dairy farm, and you were a farmer originally when you lived in Burnchurch all those years ago. So now you're farming again. Tell me, how many cows do you have on that vast farm?
Oh, beautiful creature, beautiful creature.
On a personal note, Teddy, how many children do you have?
Oh, I'd say about 550. I'm not so sure that the manager, he keeps account for me.
Well, Teddy, it's great to see you still involved in GAA out there in Adelaide, and you're still very, very much, you love the game, and it's great to see that. I must say, it's phenomenal, really.
Yeah, 10.
And I believe, actually, you still coach the local ladies camogie team.
Oh, God, I had great times with them. I'm not boasting or bragging, but I scored with them lots of times too.
Well, Teddy, yes, Teddy, is there something you'd like to say to the people here in Danesfort? Teddy? Oh, Teddy. Sorry, we've lost him. Sorry about that. But let's hear it for the one and only true legend that was and still is Teddy Murphy!
build my love bower near yon pure crystal fountain, and on it I'll apply all the flowers of the mountain. Will we go, let's see go, and we'll all go together to the wide mountain high, all around the blooming heather. Will we go, let's see go. If my true love he were gone, I would surely find another to pluck wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go, and we'll all go together to the wide mountain climb, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, and we'll all go together to the wide mountain climb, all around the blooming heather. Will you go,
Our hurlers, footballers, and camogie players have brought great pride to the parish. But none would have achieved their goals without the hard work and dedication of so many unsung heroes who work tirelessly behind the scenes to ensure the smooth running of our club.
There's a huge crowd around tonight, Kitty. What's going on?
I couldn't tell you, Sadie. I couldn't find anywhere to park. I tried to pull in at the back of the clubhouse, and there were 3 cars there already. Windows all steamed up, mind you, at 8:30. I'm not having this, says I, giving Danesfort a bad name. So over I went to the first car, knocked on the window, and this blonde one stuck her head out. "What are you doing?" says I. "I'm doing an old-time waltz," says she. So over I went to the second one, knocked on the window, and this red-headed one stuck her head out. "What are you doing?" says I. "I'm doing a tango," says she. So I went over to the third one, knocked on the window, and this brunette stuck her head out. "I suppose you're doing a bossa nova." "No," says she. I'm doing the boss a favour.
Kissy. 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 Right. That's that now, Kitty. Right, get the lights there.
Rightio,
Done.
so. Oh, hold on, Sadie. Here comes Jerry Dial's young one.
Always.
How are you women? Hard at it?
Yeah.
That young one, cheeky brat, gets my goat.
Janie, Concepta, we're just finishing up here. What do you want?
Your dad sent me down.
Come here. Is that toffee on your chin?
No, it's not.
Well, what do you want? Come on.
My dad says we're playing Schiok in the morning, the intermediate team. And he'd like to have these washed and ironed by then.
It's after 10. Very late. I suppose he has them in the back of his car for the last week.
Hey, watch your face. That's me dad you're talking about. The boss of the intermediate hurling team. Just because he's a cross-dresser.
Oh, what?
Oh, God, the nerves are at me. He gets very cross when he can't find his socks in the morning.
Come on, give him here.
No.
Now, off you hop, you whippersnapper, before have your guts for garters. Oh! Right-o, Sadie, empty him out and we see what's to be done.
Oh, good Lord, get a whiff of them. They aren't just the jerseys. Jerry Dial is after throwing in the wife's washing too. Do you think he get away with that? And someone else is after throwing in other stuff, Kitty. Jerry would do anything to save a few bob on the washing machine.
Well, he has a point, Sadie. Like, the cost of living has gone through the roof. Petrol, oil, diesel, groceries. Last Saturday night, my fella said to me, come on, get your coat. Why, says I, are we going out? No, says he, I'm going training and turning the heating off.
'Tis true, Kitty. We're so poor we don't know where our next meal is coming from. Sure, we haven't had the septic tank emptied in years.
Have a gander at these, Sadie. These belong to Paul Murphy.
Oh. These ones. I think these belong to Morris Woodcock, do you mind?
Morris used to be an all-round athlete. Now he's just all round.
And we have boxers. I think these ones belong to Paddy Hickey. And he likes them ironed with the crease down the front. And these ones, these belong to Paddy Hogan. And he likes them ironed with the crease down the middle. And Kitty, as for Jim Tierney, he doesn't wear any. And what have we here?
Yeah, what have we here? A Calvin Klein thong. Property of Durnboot.
And these bell bottoms, these are belong to Jim Fennelly.
Well, whatever look he was aiming for, he missed.
Sure did. You'll never guess who I bumped into, Kitty and Specsavers.
No, who?
Everyone. And when I was coming out, who did I meet? Only John Joe. He's only half the man he used to be. It was obvious the piles are playing havoc with the poor crater. I remember the times down the back of the Savoy Cinema, down the back of the Carlton with John Joe. Oh, those were the days, Kitty. Do you know there's three types of men? There's the handsome, the the intelligent, and the majority. I'm not sure which category to put John Joe into.
Well, Sadie, men like him are a dying breed. They live forever.
They do. Right, let's get these back into the bag, Kitty.
Right, yo.
A fair lot of them.
Are we not going to wash them?
Not at all. Sure, they'll never know the difference.
For 100 years, Danesfort GAA Club has been at the heart of the local community. But we now cease to look back on our glorious past and look forward to the next 100 years and the future generations who will continue to promote the ethos and values of Danesfort GAA.
This is my homeland, my heart is here. These are the voices I long to hear. No matter how far I may roam, I have a homeland, I have a home.
When the sun goes down on the evening light, whose light goes through starry night, when Sirius twinkles to hypnotize, it's good to see and realize
I have a homeland, my heart is here. These are the voices I long to hear. No matter how far I may roam, I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home.
I love her stories and the teller's gift. I love the lonesome piper's drift. No greener fields do I need to see. These simple things, they comfort me.
I have a homeland, my heart is here. These are the voices I long to hear. No matter how far I may roam, I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home. I have a homeland, I have a home.
And now we're going to hear the Danesfort anthem, written by Jack McHugh. Let's hear you singing, if you know it.
The Callan, the Kells, and the Waterford roads all lead to fine places, or so I've been told. Because whenever I've tried them, my journey stops short when I get to the parish of dashing Danesfort. And it's up with the amber and up with the black, for the crest on your chest, not the number on your back. And no matter the score on the post-match report, oh, I support Danesfort, me boys, I support Danesfort. Now Danesfort is a big place from Churchill to Crowan, and there are castles around to show you where you're going. There's a big one up in Burnchurch, in Danesfort there's a small, and the pitch is like a fortress, the way we fight for the ball. It's up with the amber and up with the black, for the crest on your chest, not the number on your back. And no matter the score on the post-match report, oh, I support Danesfort, me boys, I support Danesfort. If you're low and you're lonely and your hurt can't be healed, just get up to the walking track or to the wall ball in the field. Cause if you're 9 or if you're 90, there's a pal there for you, since the black met the amber 1922. And it's up with the amber and up with the black, for the crest on your chest, not the number on your back. No matter the score on the post-match report, oh, I support Danesfort, the boys, I support Danesfort. And it's up with the amber and up with the black, for the crest on your chest, not the number on your back. And no matter the score on the post-match report, oh, I support Danesfort, me boys, I support Danesfort.
Time to welcome back Shibel.
Hello, everyone. It's our last song. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. What an amazing night. It was absolutely incredible. Thank you so much for having me. And isn't this the most beautiful place you've ever seen before for a concert? Isn't it just gorgeous? Thank you so much to the Ballykeefe Amphitheatre Committee for having us here today. It's one of the most gorgeous venues I've sang at before. This is our last song. So please, if you know the words to this song, please sing along. This is McGillamar.
Sibyl, we're going to start with the choir doing a little bit.
Sim waiden hein Sinishim wan trachate tre Michele traun odon vaitren Awar nagrog Sinim megay Shem olech mayenemar Shem ohei Zergenemar Suana sheni was hein Oh,
The cows and the water road all lead to fine places, or so I've been told. But whenever I try them, my journey stops short when I get to the parish of Dashing Danesfort. And it's up with the amber and up with the black, for the dress on your dress on the number on your back. Oh, I support Danesfort. Now Danesfort is a big place from Churchill to Crowam. There are castles around to show you where you're going. There's a big one above in Burn Church in Danesfort. There's a small, and the pitch is like a fortress, the way we fight for the ball. And it's up with the amber and up with the black, for the dress on your dress and the number on your back. Under the storm, the cross has reward. Oh, I support Danesfort. I support Danesfort. So if you're low and you're lonely and your hurt can't be healed, just go up to the walking tracker to the wall ball in the field. They're 90, there's a pal there for you. Since the black made the woo!